What message do you have to the fans who have been patiently waiting for this album, Normani?
It will definitely be worth the wait. People can interpret it however they want, but once it's theirs, I hope they enjoy it.
Well, Normani, let's talk about this partnership first of all, because Cracker Jill is coming through, huh?
Yes, she's coming through with vengeance and with full force.
Long time coming, I feel like.
Long time coming, and I feel like very overdue, but we're here. And I'm just really honored to have been asked to be a part of such a monumental moment, you know, for the brand, and one that we've loved for so long.
Right.
And just be able to represent women across the board, especially in sports. You know, I'm a athletic woman myself. I grew up in dance and also in gymnastics, very competitive sports. And I was just really inspired by a lot of women at a young age, whether that had been in music, whether that had been in sports, whether that had been in fashion or modeling. Like, that representation to me is so key, and it's not every day that you get to partner with a brand that aligns with your vision and what you genuinely believe in.
Isn't it amazing that you can still apply what you learn in gymnastics to what you do now? I mean, you are a gymnast on stage.
About that. Yes, I was just talking about that. I'm like, once a gymnast, always a gymnast. God knew.
Yeah.
You're doing flips and singing at the same time. No, it's so cool. Sometimes I really do miss it. I'm like, I'm gonna have to go back to the gym, go back to my old gymnastics stomping grounds and
trying to get to the mat,
see what I can do. But I mean, I would probably not recover the same, to be quite honest.
You know what? You're breaking a sweat dancing and performing on stage, so I think you're getting your cardio in. Don't you worry. But I want to also talk about the fact that you got to not only reimagine but put that Normani swag on a baseball classic.
It's a new ball. Yeah.
Play ball.
It was exciting, you know, especially because everyone believed in my abilities and also trusted me with such a classic and timeless record, an iconic record. So I wanted to keep it as close to the original as possible while adding my vocal textures and my runs, you know, to modify it just a little bit. It didn't need, you know, much because it's, like I said, such a classic, and I didn't want to lose the integrity of what the record was. That's the beauty of it. So it was fun though. It was fun shooting the music video.
It looked like it was a lot of fun. I would have never imagined that you would cover this song, but that's what you do.
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
But that's what you do so well. You surprise us. You keep us on our toes, because I was even thinking about like you releasing Fair.
Is it fair that you moved on? Cause I swear that I haven't. Is it right that you've grown and I'm still stuck in habits?
You know, I think we know you could do the up tempo and the dance tracks and the bops, and we know your full choreo, but you kind of strip that away and release this very vulnerable song, which I have to imagine has to be a little scary, huh?
No, absolutely freaking terrifying. To be honest. I always say that it's such a ballsy move because, like, I know what people expect from me and I know what my fans want. But at a point too, it's like, where do I fit into that? You know, I know what it's like to put out records that I don't necessarily believe in and to do things that are expected of me. But I owe it to myself, you know, to put out records that really reflect the growth over the last 3 years that I've had. Yeah. And with Fair, I feel like it was really the perfect record to be vulnerable and to share my most inner thoughts and feelings and what heartbreak looks like for me. You know, I'm still introducing myself, and yes, everybody knows, like you said, that I can do the dance thing and I can, you know, be this diva-esque, confident entertainer, but there's so much more.
And that's what I felt when I listened to Fair. I was like, Normani has the range. You know, like, I love that you're putting that out now, because we are going to get the bops. You know, I know that's coming. And you even told me the last time I spoke with you that the summer is going to be lit. So do you want your
yeah. The summer's yes.
Okay.
I'm like, the stuff that y'all want me to do is coming in the summer, okay?
Right, exactly. Let us ease into it.
Yes.
You did say,
which is why I said, I'm like, oh, no, I'm going to put this out first. Because once I put that out, it's no turning back.
That's true.
I already know. I know.
I'm glad you did put it out. And I know you said being this candid on a song like Fair is sometimes uncomfortable, but now that it's out, do you feel like that vulnerability was worth it?
I definitely do. And I feel like it was therapeutic in a way, just even shooting the visual, it was definitely triggering. And it was the first time that I feel like I was able to really tap into my acting abilities, which I'm really proud of myself. I think that obviously there were slight nerves going into because I'm having to really emotionally go there and go back to the place that the song was written from, which was incredibly, like I said, triggering and hard. But by the end, after all the tears and screaming, and I mean, you'll see it. You'll definitely see me take it there in this visual piece. But even just who I was able to collaborate with, it was really dope. I feel like it's one of my best.
Absolutely.
I'm proud of it.
You should be proud of it. Do you feel like you're still in that place where you were writing this song, or have you kind of processed and worked through those feelings now that it's out?
I wouldn't necessarily say that I've worked through them. I think that I'm in the process of just allowing myself to take it day by day.
Yeah.
And allow myself the process and journey to heal.
For sure.
I'm not fully there yet.
Yeah.
But I'm just allowing myself to feel everything that I need to.
Feel the feels, girl. Feel it. We're feeling it with you too. When you put out stuff like that, it resonates with people because they know heartbreak. They know going through those kind of emotions. But I do want to talk about the fact that it's been almost 3 years since you dropped Motivation.
I'ma break you off, let me be your motivation to stay and give it tonight.
What would you say is the biggest lesson that you have learned as an artist during that time?
To trust myself more. To trust my abilities and know that God has given me all the tools that I need. I don't need to seek anything. I have everything that I need in order to step into the destiny that He's created and the path that He set forth for me. So I just need to do it,
And you're doing it.
Do it. Yes.
You're doing it. Between the visual for Motivation and also just the vibes of Fair, I'm getting some like 2000s, early 2000s R&B influence. Is that what we can expect the sound to be like for the entire debut album?
I would say definitely in terms of like vocal performance, for sure.
Okay.
And I have so much fun with my vocal producer, Coop, anytime we're in the studio. Like, his ability to just totally from demo to like final, it's amazing to see how many phases a record goes through in the evolution to get to the final product. And it's so much fun.
Do you think you'll give us like a demo version, like, old cuts of songs after the album's out?
Maybe, because my demos be demoing.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Let's hear the evolution.
Yes.
I love it. Well, speaking of evolution, what is one word you would use to describe this era you are walking into, Normani?
Self-government.
You know what? I can't help but think that, you're coming at a time where there is a lot of people rooting for you and a lot of young female artists such as yourselves, but it wasn't always like that. When you think about Britney and Christina and like Destiny's Child coming up, what does it mean to kind of be part of that wave?
I mean, I'm honored, to be chosen by the people. And it means more than people think that it means to me. And it doesn't go unnoticed, like for someone that's always felt very overlooked. And being the only Black girl in a group mentally was a lot for me. And there was times that I didn't feel seen and felt unimportant, and like my vocal ability wasn't just as amazing, So to come out of that speaks to, I feel like, my resilience, but also the people that have just been riding with me since day one. Like I'm grateful for it. You
must be feeling that love, because whether it's some of your music idols or your contemporaries, I really do feel like people are like, we're rooting for Normani. Do you feel that?
They are. No,
they are.
For it. I appreciate it. I do.
Can we expect any of those contemporaries to maybe be collaborating with you on this album? I know Chloe Bailey recently just said she wants to work with you.
Somebody else just mentioned that in an interview. I think that would be really dope for us to do something together.
I love it.
Yeah, I feel like we'd be limitless. Like there's so much that we would be able to do, from like vocally, just choreography, like creatively, just everything. It would be.
Yeah, y'all would break the internet on that one. That's for sure. Yeah. Finally, what message do you have to the fans who have been patiently waiting for this album, Normani?
It will definitely be worth the wait, and I hope you guys love it just as much as I do. I've obviously spent some years on it, and it's very hard. But more importantly, I just hope that they feel closer to me. Honestly, that's the beauty in music. People can interpret it however they want, but once it's theirs, I hope they enjoy it.